and gentlemen of the press, I am Alabo Engineer Fiala Okoye Davis, the spokesperson of BELEMA community. Here with me are a myriad of chiefs. Seated on my very right is His Royal Majesty, King Bodilon Ekine Oko the 28th King, the head, Oko Royal House, and the owner of BELEMA community. Seated after him is His Highness Chief Gibson Suku Tiger Opusinge the 7th, the head of Opusinge group of families in Kola Kingdom. With us is also a leader representing the Pandef, His Highness Chief G.G. Sarah Igbe. Also with us is one-time local government chairman, one-time acting chairman, one-time vice chairman, and so on, Honorable Stanley Benibo. There are so many chiefs here that are present with us. We will not be able to run the list because of time. Being a text of a world press statement by the leadership and people of King Oko Royal House, stroke BELEMA community, host community of OML 25, BELEMA oil field, on the shutdown of the oil facility. The controversies surrounding the shutdown of OML 25, particularly the recent unsolicited intervention of the Rivers State government, resulting to a purported signing of a memorandum of understanding, necessitated this press statement ostensibly to state the true picture regarding the shutdown of OML 25. Firstly, it should be known as a truth that the King Oko Royal family that gave the land to SPDC in 1980 to build the flow station, that is after findings and due consultation with the Kula people as per the ownership of that area. The document was signed by late King His Royal Majesty Fenibo Oko the 27th and the present King His Royal Majesty Bodilon Oko the 28th. Secondly, it is equally true that for almost 40 years of its operations of oil and gas, SPDC has not only failed woefully in discharging its corporate social responsibilities, but has also destroyed our while battling with terminal diseases as a result of the highly polluted water we drink from. Our farmland polluted with massive oil spill, our social lives battered and deranged as a result of SPDC's divide and rule operating style, empowering one group that sees their ill operations as good to fighting those who are opposed to their unfair and wicked operating pattern. This ill operating pattern resulted to the 2004 and 2014 shutdown, which ended up with a GMOU, which SPDC never honored till date. In 2013, SPDC placed OML 25 for divestment at $450 million US dollars to some former SPDC and NMPC retirees with the name Cresta. The community protested against it because we refused to be handed over from one foreign slave master to another local company whose antecedents are known to us. Following the continuous protest, the sale of OML 25 to Cresta Nigeria was cancelled and Cresta BELEMA Oil joint venture approved. Upon this approval, SPDC refused to honor the settlement agreement reached with our community in 2014. This was the lingering crisis until the community shut down the OML 25 in July 2017 and declared SPDC a persona non grata in our land. Following the shutdown of OML 25, precisely on the 22nd and 24th of August 2017, NNPC summoned and held a consultative meeting with SPDC, PANDEF, and the host community, led by His Royal Majesty King Bodilon Ekine Oko the 28th. The outcome of the meeting, among other things, was a joint investigative visit to BELEMA community to ascertain the veracity of the claim by SPDC that it has spent over 300 million US dollars, which SPDC declined till date. Negotiations are still ongoing with the federal government, represented by NNPC and NAPIMS. Owing to the obvious fact that we demanded change of economic and social status, we supported and campaigned for President Buhari and the AAC governorship candidate, Engineer Biokpomabo Awara. SPDC have now cashed onto it by partnering with the Rivers State government to unleash terror on our poor community by using the likes of the Secretary to the Rivers State government, Honorable Tammy Danagogo, Mr. Hope Daminabodan, Kenneth Daminabodan, Ibnabo Are, and others who are not members of the host communities of OML 25 to cause unrest and crisis in the area and turn around to blame the federal government for paucity of security. We have been inundated with credible information that SPDC Nigeria just transferred the sum of 335 million Nigerian naira into an account for the Rivers State government ostensibly to mobilize counter-protesters, thugs and unidentified security agents to invade our communities. Furthermore, we are also being reliably informed that about early noon of 6 July 2019, SPDC Nigeria mobilized funds to some women, predominantly strangers, to embark on Shell Must Stay protest in Delta Hotel, Port Harcourt. Upon the foregoing, our demands are as follows. 1. That Shell's operatorship license of AML 25 be revoked and handed over to an indigenous operator with proven capacity to develop its host communities and build national wealth. Number 2, that Nigerian Navy in Rivers State, Director of the Department of State Service, DSS, Rivers State Command, the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, and other security servicemen should not be used by the Rivers State government against our communities. Number 3, that His Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, set up a special fact-finding committee to visit the area to see the level of neglect, backwardness, and suffering of a people that have hosted SPDC for over 40 years, with a view to setting us free from the evil of SPDC. Number 4, that we call on leaders of thought in the country to prevail on the Rivers State government to allow the peaceful dialogue that has been orchestrated by NAPIMS and the Office of the Vice President. This press statement is signed by all the chiefs of BELEMA community, all the elders and opinion leaders, all the women, the youth, the Community Development Committee, and all other structures that are governing BELEMA community. Long live BELEMA community, long live the Oko Royal House, long live Kola Kingdom, long live River State, long live Nigeria. God bless you.
Women, action! BELEMA women, action! BELEMA women, action for victory! My name is Belinda Lokema. I'm the Shell lady. We don't want Shell again. Shell don't make us our belly don't do finish. Shell won't kill us finish. What do we talk? We say make sure you leave our oil. Go. Suffer when Shell don't suffer us, not be small. Go look water where we dey drink. Snake dey waka inside. Fish dey waka inside. Water just dey like a lift on king. Now that kind of water we dey drink, Shell dey rule our oil. So we don't tire. As you see me like this, lady like this, I not get husband. Now Shell kill my husband. Not around here. Shell don't kill all the boys, men for the community finish. We not get man to marry again. So we say make Shell go. I don't around here. We don't tire for Shell. If they buff this oil, we go stay buffer. Yes. If they drink it, we go drink it. Anyhow we like, we go do with this oil. Now we get up. Because of that, since where we there, we never spoil anything. If we spoil our own, we dey spoil. We no go spoil am. So we there. If we share with the government, say they no go gree, they go come kill us. All of us go die. We dey talk government say make government attention, make them leave our oil for us. If somebody dey live for your house, you see as if they live for your house, you go tell us all your back. No be so.
Everything don't finish that we are using. See, everything. That's what we don't use. Don't finish. And now, because they don't want us to. They don't want us to enjoy our things. See Belema. Go and see Belema. Belema, if you see Belema, you will just cry for it. Nothing there. Hospital not there. Nothing there. So we don't want them again. Our children are suffering. Our children are suffering. If they take employ people, they don't agree employ our people. Our people, then we employ our people for labor alone. So we don't want them again because we want any company that will know our suffering and help us. It's the company that we want. We don't want to say, let's all go.
Where shall go? We dey die. We dey die. Me I no go do what. But I shall not make a better man no marry me sef. I no go make shall go dey with me again.
My name is James. I am a stakeholder in this community. I'm 35 years old. Since my lifetime, I've never seen this kind of development that BELEMA has been doing. Shell has operated this before I was born, and I have not seen anything done. There was crisis, fighting, confusion everywhere until recently, 2016 to 2017, when BELEMA came around, started doing something, brought peace to this land. So we don't want Shell to come to this our land again, to cause crisis, fight, divide and rule policy again. BELEMA has been doing development everywhere. That is what we want. So we don't want Shell to come and operate in our oil again. For 40 years now, nothing to show off. Look at our community, BELEMA that is producing 40-something barrels a day, but nothing to show off. Look at BELEMA is producing 15 barrels a day in the whole Kola territory, and he's been developing the whole entire Kola kingdom at large. So we don't want Shell again. Please, Shell, don't come back to BELEMA land again. BELEMA should take over. We are begging the federal government, the presidency, to divest from 25 to BELEMA producing limit.
My name is Victoria Sobere. I'm here to present the BELEMA community or the kingdom that we didn't need Shell, in the sense that for the past so many years that they are operating in our oil, they have not contributed anything. Likewise, there is no school, no hospital, no any drinking water. So therefore, we the women of the BELEMA community said Shell should go. We didn't need them. Because so many years that you have operating oil and you have not done anything. So we the women arranged ourselves and said, our children are not going to school. Our children are not going to school. They are not working in the office. So they look at the community now. Look at the land and go and see the water. Nothing has been done. So therefore we said Shell must go.
My name is His Royal Majesty King Odilon Allen Ikime Oko the 28th, Amanabo Ola King, head of the local house, owner of the BELEMA community and owner of the community. Shell community came to this community, wanted to establish their facility. So the late king, King Fenebo Oko the 28th, 27, Amanabo Ola King, the former one, and myself. By then I was chief Babylon King. Two of us signed on behalf of the Bani Oko, the winner of the territory, and the Okoroya family of the territory. So we signed that document with Shell. On list, we don't share this area to them. But Shell, after operating here for a good 40 years, look at the place. A multi-million naira company operating this territory. Look at the area. Nothing they did for us. Enslave us, start confusion, go carry non-native and finance them to do case with us. Just divide and rule principle. They enter in their meeting and keep on causing confusions in the territory. These 40 years they operated. No major contract, no school building, look at the area, no hospital, nothing can count as one church on development affairs in this community. So we are tired. 2005, we shut down Shell. The same thing. They promised us heaven and earth. They will pay us this, pay us this. Nothing they did. They did not implement it. So this time around, I lead the Okoria family people, the chiefs, elders, and women. And we went and shut down the filling station at BELEMA filling station. Saying that Shell must go, they should not stay here. They can't work with us. Somebody who cannot do anything within 40 years, even if they stay 100 years, they cannot do anything. So we don't want Shell in this territory. Federal government, we are appealing to them. They should come to our aid. Let Shell go away. They give this into our son, which vehicle can carry everybody. We will benefit it. That is BELEMA oil. He's working at Kola. He has never bought this area. So the job he did at Kola, we jealous it, and we even apply that he will come to assess us here by putting water, pipeline water. But they say that Shell people and the government accusing him. So they did not come to put up for us. BELEMA oil did not do anything to us at the moment, particular. But he has great wonder in Kola. Employment, in terms of employment, scholarship, water, in fact, road, and filling. I can't count what he did in doing at Kola. We jealous it. That's why we want him to come to this side and operate. We benefit the same thing. This is our reason of all shut down that place. We want person who can carry us on board and see that everything we benefit will be given to us. The oil is the only oil producing company that can do that for us. So we Shell must go! 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 Shell must go!